Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome in. This is my channel, Ezra the Scribe. So today's topic I wanted to go over is, Sovereign Monday. Today is Sovereign Monday. Every Monday is a Sovereign Monday. It's the beginning of your week, beginning of your path, beginning of the work that you're doing. So why not be Sovereign Monday? And today's topic I wanted to cover just briefly is something that's very important, highly important to your sovereignty, highly important to your life, and it's something that gets shut down quite often, and it's something that is, I want to offer it as a riddle. Something that is invisible but has the ability to be sharp as a sword, sharp as to cut through matter as well as cut through emotion. And when you think of what I'm talking about, it's invisible. You're like, all right, you're crazy, man. You're talking about something that's invisible that can cut through matter. And when I talk about cut through matter, I'm talking about energetic matter. And so the craziness is the power of the voice. Power of the voice. You know, it's written that when those that descended from on high and came down to teach humanity, they took off their armor, they took off their different weapons, but they kept their swords, which their swords was their voice, their ability to speak, because you can create and destroy with your voice. The art of the put down. There's actually a book out there called The Art of the Put Down. I don't have the author's name with me, but actually it's on my shelf, and I don't remember where I got it, why I got it. I still haven't read it, but I'm gonna do it just because I think it's funny. There's an actual art behind the comic Put Down. So with that said, when you look at your voice as sacred, something that's part of your sovereignty, it changes everything. What you say is important because it has that big of an impact. What you sing, song becomes prayer. That's how deep it is. When you sing a song, and you sing a song to Creator will respond. It's an interesting thing I've seen happen, where people will sing and it'll cause it to rain. The night is completely clear, no clouds whatsoever, no hot, and then they'll sing, and then within seconds it starts raining, and then when they're done singing, it stops raining. And it's their heart, their voice, it causes it to rain. So it's a beautiful thing that in spirituality as well as just life, your voice is important. It's important to be heard. So never let your voice not be heard. That's why stick up for what you believe, what you're passionate about. If you don't have anything that you're passionate about, look around you. Look at the world and see what you relate to and what impacts your life, and then how you can add value to that to make it better, and using your voice to do so, either through song or going up to your local government and stating your case, that things need to change. This needs to change for this purpose. And you have ideas, solutions, bring them. That's part of your voice to be heard. And we live in a country where you can be heard, which is in other countries, if you speak, you'll be locked up. That's one of the blessings of the U.S. that people overlook, is that our ability for free speech. And we have to be careful when others believe a specific way so much that they want to cut off other people's sovereignty for their agenda, for their idea. They feel it's so important that they won't take into consideration anyone else's views. And that's where we get debate. And debate is good. Confrontational debate is healthy, because we get different viewpoints across, and from that we get a new understanding and a collaboration to move forward in a way that's best for everyone, and it honors both parties' sovereignty. And so when people say they're always fighting, no, they're always negotiating. They're always trying to understand better. They're always trying to get a better view. And they're using their dang voice to do it. And for those that complain and sit and don't do anything, and don't use your voice, but you yell at your walls, it's time to get off the couch. It's time to get out the door. It's time to go down to your local precinct and say, hey, I want to start a neighborhood watch because you guys aren't doing your job. I get cars broken into all the time. This was something I did about a month ago. I tried to organize a neighborhood watch, and I wanted the police to create a social media where we could all chime in to the chat is immediate when there's something happening. And they told me no, that they only want to go through their chain of call 911, they'll get dispatched, then it'll get sent to this person, then this person, and then they'll send somebody out. And I said, look, your method's not working. The crime is through the roof. But since I did that, since I told them that they're not doing their jobs, I have seen more police patrolling my street. And they said we could organize, but if they're not on board, it's like shooting yourself in the foot and trying to enjoy it. It doesn't make sense. So, regardless of my direction on, but I'm sharing my voice, and that's the point of all this conversation, is that you got a voice, use it. And by doing so, you honor your own personal sovereignty. So with that said, that is my topic on today. Happy Monday. Have a good week. Coming back from the 4th. Hopefully you're rested. And have a good Sovereign Monday. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like my content, check out Ezreal the Scribe YouTube. And I've got Covenant of the Sacred Flame website, which is up and running. I've got different material on there for going deeper within yourself, studies, Path of the Magi, as many more. But I hope you have a wonderful Monday and a wonderful week and a wonderful day.